Oh, I'm on. Oh, I'm on. There we go. There we go. There we go. Got him. Got him. Got him.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Mystery Tackle Box channel. My name is Logan from Logan Anderson Fishing, and today we have a mystery tackle box right here, and it's actually this month's mystery tackle box. And we're going to be completing a slam today, which basically means we're going to go through this box, tie up every single lure, and catch a fish on every lure in the box. And it's going to be a really fun time. We're at a pond that I really don't fish that often, so the fish should be eating, they should be biting. It's a really under pressured pond, so it should be a good time. But we have our box right here, and we're gonna open it up, tie up some lures, and catch some fish. It should be a good time. Let's go ahead, open the box, and see what's inside. All right, so right here we have our mystery tackle box of this month, and we're gonna open this thing up and check out what is inside. So right here off the bat, we have a few hooks, which we are gonna use for a few soft plastics in the box. Next, we have a little jig. It's actually a nice little natural color. Then we have a nice trailer for that jig, which is some little crawls. Those actually look really good. Then we have some little jerk minnows, which are pretty cool. That looks like a really good shad color. Then we have some little crawfish, a real natural, and those actually look really good. Then we have a lipless crankbait, which has a really nice shad color. Then we have one of my personal favorites, and a personal favorite for cold water. We have a junior scout, and this is actually a really nice color. It imitates a nice bait fish. It's real natural, and that's all we have in the box, besides, you know, some cool stuff like some stickers and the what's inside, the highlights of the box. But we can't fish with that, so we're gonna go tie up some lures, and we're just gonna put some fish in our hands and put them back, and it's gonna be a good time. So I'll see you guys when we tie up some lures. All right, so right here we're starting off with that little crawl, and it's real natural. Got it on a little Texas rig, and assuming the water is pretty cold, it's actually really clear, so I feel like we're gonna get on some fish today. We're gonna see if they're eating. Super clear. We're just gonna work this thing very slowly, bounce it off the bottom, drag it around, and see if any fish want to come out and play. Water's very cold. That crawl looks really good though. Oh, there's a fish following it. There's a fish right there in front of my face. Oh, he just spooked. Wow, it's really clear over here. That's crazy. I've only fished this pond a few times. I know there's little fish. I've heard there's like a few big ones, but I've never caught one. So maybe today is gonna be the day. Maybe a big cold water giant is gonna come out to play. Good thing is our box had some really natural stuff in it, so we aren't throwing any crazy pink colors and stuff. We got a pretty solid box for the cold water late months season of fishing. So I got one. We're on, got one. Get up here, little guy. Oh, he came off. Perfect. Don't go in the water, don't go in the water. Oh, that water is freezing. Look at that little guy. He's got some big old eyes for a little fish. Look at that. My guy is definitely skinny. He definitely needs some food, but look at that dude. Little swimming around. He's eating off the bottom. First fish of the day, and it knocks off one of our lures in the box. Let's get this dude back. All right, man. Have fun in the cold water. See you later. Oh, that was freezing. Bye, man. It's so cool whenever the water's really clear because you can see them swim off and stuff. It's crazy. All right, so we just knocked off our little, I think it was a Weston crawl, and it's real natural, and that fish just crushed it. Little guy, but he wanted it really bad. First thing marked off of our mystery tackle box challenge. Let's move on to the next one. All right, so right here, next lure on the list, we have a little lipless crankbait, which is a really good lure for this time of the year because these fish are chasing after some bait, or they're sitting on the bottom. So if there's suspended fish in the pond are chasing bait, this is the perfect little bait to be throwing. That shad pattern, shad lure look, and let's just see what happens. Let's reel in a fish. Let's see if we can get one on the first few casts. It should be pretty easy. Fish love this bait. Maybe I should slow it down a little bit, and then it's gonna be game over. That thing has a nice wobble to it too. That should be game over. We're gonna get bit. You guys will just have to take my word for it if my camera wasn't going. But all right, so so far we've knocked out the Weston little crawl, the ring crawl. Ooh, sick name. And we knocked out this little crankbait, little lipless crank. Next we have the junior scout, and we're gonna see if we can catch a fish on the jerkbait. Last time I fished this pond, I threw a jerkbait, and it was very
very saucy. So throwing a really natural shad color, I think it's gonna be super easy to knock off. And then we have probably a crawl. So I'm feeling good about the challenge. I feel like we can maybe knock out everything. And we might be catching little fish, but we are getting the challenge knocked out. And we are catching fish on every bait. So it's looking good. It's looking good. All right, we have our junior scout tied up. Really natural color. It's a little native shad color. And this thing should get bit instantly. Especially it being like a junior size. Gets that little shad. Looks like it's dying. It should get destroyed. All right, let's see. Ooh, there's a brush ball right there. No fish are on it though. We're about to catch one on the jerkbait. It's about to happen. Dude, this jerkbait looks so good. Just gotta find a fish. Oh, I'm on. Oh, I'm on. There we go. There we go. On the jerkbait. He just hammered it. He's about the same size as the jerkbait, but like I said, little fish, we're catching them in the cold water. A fish is a fish. Another little guy. They're tiny, but they're mighty in the pond. They're tiny, but they're mighty, you know, at the same time. They like to eat a lot of bait. See ya, dude. Oh my God, crazy out here. Another one marked off the list. We have just completed the junior scout, which is a little jerkbait, and it just took a little bit, and get it in the right spot and it's game over. All right, so with another lure knocked off of our list, we are going to go with the, let's see, what else do we have left? Let's get that established here. We got some crawls. We have a jig, which I think we're gonna bypass the jig because I don't really have a setup for it. But we have a crawl and a jerk minnow, so I feel like let's roll with those. Here's what we'll do. We'll take one of each, and then that way put one in the pocket, one on the hook. Then once we get all these knocked out, we're done with our slam. I am passing the jig. I feel like I don't have a setup for it, and I feel like the fish might be a little too small for the jigs in this pond, unless there's just a giant waiting somewhere. But we're gonna try out this little jerk minnow. I don't even know how to really work this thing. I'm assuming like a fluke, but I guess we're gonna find out. But all else fails, I'll bounce it off the bottom. I still feel like we can get bit like that. All right, jerk minnow out. Oh, that was a bad cast. I feel like it shouldn't take too much longer. And then we can put our focus into the crawl. And the crawl we know is gonna work, so we've already caught one on a crawl. So we're pretty downhill right now for the challenge, I feel like. We're on the downhill slope of taking this challenge and putting it in the bag. Oh, I just see some fish. Fish are chasing right there. Oh, there's one. There's one. Does he still have it? I think he dropped it. No, he dropped it. Wait, no, he still got it. There we go. Got him. Got him. Got him. Get up here, little buddy. He came back for it twice. He had it, and then I was about to set the hook. He dropped it, and then he had it again. Another small fish. Like I said, there's a lot of small fish in here. But, you know, whenever you're catching them, you really can't complain. You crushed our little minnow, and it was expected. See you, man. There he goes. Off he goes. All right, we have our last lure right here, our last bait of the challenge. It's a nice little crawl, and it's got some like blue sparkles in it. It looks good, some blue flakes. And we're about to catch our last fish and complete our mystery tackle box slam. It's gonna feel so good when we get done too. It's gonna be great. We're just gonna, I feel accomplished once we knock this bait off. And the good thing about this bait is it looks really good in the water, has a really good natural color. We should catch a fish fairly quick with this. The little guys are out eating. Maybe the bigger ones are out like deep. But like I said, I haven't fished this pond a lot, so who knows? I mean, there could be some giants in here. We just gotta find out. Maybe we'll catch one on this little crawl, but I'm not gonna get my hopes up because these fish out here, the ones we've caught so far have been tiny. Maybe the little guys are eating and they're more active than the bigger ones, because that's how bass work. But man, this crawl looks good. this is a bigger crawl than that last one we've thrown. I think it's the biggest bait I've thrown today. Because the jerkbait was big, but it's still like a little minnow, so this one's definitely the biggest and the bulkiest one we've thrown. So maybe it'll help us increase in size or make us miss fish because they're gonna pick it up and not get the whole thing. I don't know. It'll be interesting. Oh, I got one. Got him. Got him. Got him on the crawl. Little group sitting there. Pick them off. All right, chill out, man. Chill out. Chill out. Chill out. This is, I think, the biggest one of the day I've caught, for sure. It's not a huge improvement, but it is an improvement. And I barely got him because I got him in the bottom of the lip. Oh gosh, my bobber stop scared me. I didn't know what that was crawling out. I thought it was something about to get me. Still a skinny fish, but I think it is my biggest. I mean, thanks, man. It might be small, but it completes the slam. Challenge completed. We did it on the crawl. Crawl was our last bait. We had to get knocked out, and we got it knocked out. All right, mission complete. We have successfully completed our mystery tackle box slam. I may have left out one lure, but you know, we're fishing a pond. We were catching a lot of little guys. I didn't know if they'd eat a jig, so we left the jig out, but we did knock out everything else. I'm actually very surprised because the fishing has been a little rough. So the fact that we got all of them knocked out is really, really good. It's been really cold here and also really hot here because I'm down south, so the weather is just back and forth. But we did complete the challenge, the slam. It feels good. I feel accomplished. It was a fun time. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and a comment. And also, if you guys are new to Mystery Tackle Box's channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next one.